Seems like the Earth's been shaking lately. A lot of seismic activity across the globe. If you look at the recent quakes in Melbourne, here, in Crete, is the activity a coincidence or is something bigger happening beneath the surface?
Would you expect this to have a knock-on effect on the food chain or on the way that they're
I don't think you can possibly tell, at this stage, because I suspect a weather-orientated thing.
We're looking at the puffins. Some of these were just very emaciated.
Well, that would suggest that they're not finding food, wouldn't it? Yeah. Basically.
Or a disease. Or a disease.
It might be a disease, yeah.
But would you think at the moment this is contagious? This is something that birds can pass on to birds?
I don't think you can possibly tell that, no.
Earthquake this morning in Santa Rosa. Did you feel it?
That's the question. Did you feel it this morning? That 3.4 earthquake hitting near Santa Rosa. This happened around 5:45 this morning.
And you can see light shaking reported all around Santa Rosa and even as far south, it looks like, as San Francisco and even in Berkeley, people are saying, I felt something kind of move.
We like to talk about it when it's a small one and it doesn't hurt anything and it doesn't cause any damage, but it's just one of those wake-up calls.
It is just absolutely incredible to really see the lava pouring into Halemaumau crater. And Christine, as you mentioned earlier, no threat to the public.
And to Hawaii, where the Kilauea volcano erupting again, the U.S. Geological Survey elevating the alert level, confirming new activity near the summit of the volcano on the Big Island, and watching developments closely.
Lava cascading from an erupting volcano on La Palma in the Canary Islands has reached the sea.
This morning, as lava pours across Spain's La Palma Island and into the sea, toxic gas now threatens this popular vacation destination. As you can see here, when the red-hot magma reaches the cooler water, it causes these massive clouds of white steam to billow into the sky. In those clouds of steam, toxic chemicals, which can trigger acid rain, and they irritate the skin and eyes.
Volcanologists had predicted that there would be an eruption, but had not anticipated its magnitude. They say since this all began, the island has increased in landmass. It's as if Cumbre Vieja, with this eruption, is pulling the island of La Palma out of the ocean.
It's easy to focus on the scale and, frankly, the spectacle of what's happening in La Palma. But each new eruption leads to more destruction.
The volcano erupted 11 days ago and prompted thousands to evacuate as the lava threatened their homes. And this morning, over 740 buildings have now been destroyed and more than 1 square mile has turned to ash. Just days ago, we witnessed the tremendous power of this volcano.
The thing that really strikes you is the noise. Just listen to that.
And now explosions still rock the island. Residents unsure if more cracks in the earth will open up and release more dangerous magma.
Geologist Professor Dougal Jerram joins us now from the UK. Dougal, good to talk to you again. Can you explain what is going on there?
Yes, Michael, it's an amazing time. We're seeing essentially the birth of a volcano. We're able to watch it sort of come to life, but also then, unfortunately, it's now devastating some of the communities in the area, and it's actually made it all the way to the sea.
Now, this volcano created quite a disaster zone, as we're seeing in some of the vision there when it erupted 9 days ago. Just back on the earthquakes, that major fault line of the San Andreas fault in California, you said earthquakes are much harder to predict than the volcanic activity. Can experts predict the next big earthquake?
Well, San Andreas is a real different beast. That's actually on a plate boundary between the Pacific and the North American plate. It's on a big transform fault, so a really big strike slip fault. It goes for over 1,000 kilometers. And clearly we know that this is a breeding ground for earthquakes. And there was the amazing one in 1906, which devastated large parts of San Francisco. There was one in 1994 in Los Angeles. And I think the last big one was in 2004. So we know that there's pressure building up all the time along this fault. So it is due to have another earthquake. It's just knowing exactly where and when is a difficult process to try and monitor.
There's always something interesting happening in the world, and you're always across it.